Hi, it's Cassandra, and I'm making a quick video on apologizing, on making apologies. So, in my house of late, I've had to deal with lots of sibling rivalry, a little bit of bullying is going on, a little bit of back and forth name calling is going on. And I myself had a brother where I had to endure lots of fighting and issues that are similar. Both my brother and I thought that our parents liked the other person more. Eventually, we had to make peace with that and say, I really don't care about that issue anymore, I just like you. So my brother and I had to learn to like each other and let the sibling rivalry go and realize that we're very individual and that competing against each other didn't make sense because we're so gifted in different areas that the competing part, it just really was irrelevant to the quality relationship that we could pursue. So I have something here in my hand because sometimes it's difficult to apologize. So the other day, my children were fighting and we didn't get to the apology stage. And just this morning I was saying to some friends that when we're in this chaotic state, it's very difficult to jump to apologetic. We need to pull ourselves back into alignment, like my philosophy says, become sparkle-centered, become aligned with ourselves, and not be all out here. And I use this motion to say, where we're sending all this negative energy out. We want to pull ourselves into that place where we can say, okay, I've gone through this before, I've processed this before, and it's wasting my time. I need to apologize sooner. And sometimes we don't get the chance to apologize. Sometimes you might, hurt someone in a store and bump into them and not say sorry. In Canada, we have a policy where we always say sorry. Both people say sorry. So apologeticness ranges, I guess, throughout the world. But in Toronto, especially, if someone bumps into you, they will say sorry and you will say sorry. So it's easier is it easier for all Canadians to say sorry or all North Americans? Not necessarily. And now we're going off on a tangent. So what we need to remember is that saying sorry at all, that's the important thing. So I'm going to share something with you. So when I was pregnant, I made lots of collage artwork. And I was involved with many different artist groups all over the States and Canada. So I received a card after I had a very difficult birth with my son. And I received a wonderful, wonderful handmade card, and that card made all the difference. So sometimes apologies can come in the form of a card, and you can avoid talking to the person if you don't know what to say. So I'm saying that this card, I keep it as a bookmark from my special friend Shirley, who sent this to me, and it really revved my spirits up. It really made me feel loved and connected to all of my handmade artist friends. So the fact that she made this and she stamped everything, it was a lovely gesture for her to do, and she is a great, great friend for me in my memory, showing up for me at this point. So right now, what my children need to do is also say sorry. But what many of us need to do is also go back in time and say, who do I need to say sorry to? So there was a day when I took out a huge cube pad And I started writing names down. Who do I need to forgive? Who do I need to say sorry to? And the names kept pouring and pouring out of my pen. I just had so many people that I can never find again, people I'll never see again. So the moral of that whole experience and exercise is say sorry as soon as you are best able to. Sometimes we have to process the situation and say, let me grasp what is exactly going on here. And sometimes we have to say to ourselves, I will truly never know. I will never really know what that person meant, but does it matter? Our relationship is more important than holding grudges. And holding grudges takes energy. It wears us down. So as I was making this huge list, I was realizing that I was also leaking out power to all these people that I had not forgiven yet. People I needed to apologize to. People I needed to confess to. That leaks your energy out and it pulls you out of alignment. So I made that huge list, and I want to say I tackled everyone on it and it was perfect, but no, that didn't happen because life is not perfect. So when I can apologize and it is someone I really care about and I can get in front of them and verbally apologize, I do try to do that. Other times it's difficult to verbalize these things. Here's something you can do. And I'm going to get my children to do this for their situations. Here's a card. A very cute card. And on the inside it says a blanket statement that you or I could always use. I'm so sorry, apologies, love, Cassandra. And then they can define the situation in their own mind and decide if they want to forgive you or not. We can't make people forgive us, but we can encourage them to by saying, I am sorry. I'm trying to get both hands in here. So that is my hot tip for the day, saying sorry. It frees up your energy, and it is a part of self-care. It is a part of self-care to process these things and leave them behind, to heal energetically, to heal emotionally, to heal psychologically, are all components of self-care. To heal philosophically, and that's what I was doing in that exercise of making that huge list. You can also still say sorry. That's my dog in the background. You can also still say sorry and light a candle. Let's say you wanted to say sorry to someone who you'll never see again, or talk to, and you know that. You can light a candle, you can put that intention out and say, I'm sorry, and let it go for yourself. Because hanging on to that guilt or unforgiveness of yourself, that beating up upon yourself, is something you have to let go of. As women especially, we love to beat ourselves up and be like, why did I do that? But we can't. We can't rewind life. We can't press the back button to get back to those previous screens. We have to deal with what is here and now. So the best way you can deal with that is to write one of these sorry letters. It might seem mysterious. They might want to go into it with you. You might reactivate things. But it really is the thought that counts. That is my tagline here at The Art Journalist. And you making that effort, it really is an effort for you. You're being thoughtful towards yourself. On previous videos, I've said you have to learn to be cooperative with yourself and avoid resistance with yourself. So not forgiving people, not apologizing. We have forgiveness, and then making the apology is the action. So you want to get back to that place where you are cooperating, not resisting the healing that can take part in yourself. So I'm going to leave you with those ideas, and just know that if I ever hurt anyone out there, I'm sorry. I'm ready to heal myself. I'm ready to let your healing take place. Sometimes when we hold on to issues and negativity, it's because we don't want the other people in the situation to move on or heal. I'm saying, everyone, I want you to heal, and I want myself to heal and move on and grow. I wish everyone extreme growth, extreme healing. It's very, very important for me to say that. I'm not a person who hangs on to things. Even though lots of horrible things have happened to me, I am one person to move on, because it really just isn't worth the energetic drain to hang on to things and be mad about things, and the wondering and the mysteries of things. We have to let those things go. We don't get to know everything in life, but you people in my audience, you get to know that I am so sorry if I've ever hurt you in any way. Sometimes my words can offend people, sometimes, things might rub you the wrong way, but always know that my intentions are from the heart. So I'm going to leave you with those words.